Right, no long introduction. I'm just going to talk to you about some multi-day hiking equipment, and obviously it's going to be very light. So as you can see on my back, I've got no extra pockets. This is just literally 3 or 4 days hiking equipment, but it is seriously light. I think my pack, including food and water, weighs roughly about 9 kilograms. So on a multi-day hike, I obviously need some kind of shelter. I need a way of having food, a way of cooking food, and sleep system. So for a quick one, there's my solar panel strapped at the top. It's ready to rock and roll. I'll always carry about 1.5 to 2 litres of water, and a way of having well, you understand what that's for. I want waterproofs, something to keep me nice and dry, even if it is extremely lightweight, and waterproof trousers. Right, obviously when I go on a hike, I will always take a trekking pole tent, and the trekking pole tent that I use is obviously the 3F UL Lanshan 1 Pro. Why? Because it's extremely lightweight, roughly around about 640 grams. But there is another part of this system that I do like to use, or another part of 3F UL gear that I do like to use, which I will use when I go out camping, and you'll understand why I use it in a minute. When I do go out as well, I don't always take trekking trousers, so I'll wear leggings, because the simple fact is the heat off your legs will dry them straight away, and they've never failed me, to be honest, so I do like wearing leggings. I always have a warm jacket with me. This is the Decathlon, I think it's the MT900. I've used this so many times, and I'll always take it with me. It's just a cheap Decathlon $59.99 down jacket, and it ain't failed me yet. Right, there is other certain things that I take. So when I do go out on a camp and I want to take food with me, I get rid of all the plastic so I don't have to carry it with me. Say if I'm taking a steak, then I use these. These are the Go Green pouches, and I've used all types of food in this, and you'll see up in the corner. Right, I'll always take this. This is the Alpkit sit mat. It was full body length, but I've cut it down so I can sit on it. That is what I have just outside my tent. And then I'm kind of going off of having a air mat, so I'm starting to just use the mat now. So I'll have that torso and that one outside. When I go with my cook system, it's very simple. It's literally a Tokes 550 and the gas on the inside. I can put a spoon in there and a few other little bits. The MSR pocket rocket, that's it, that's a complete system. If I need a windbreaker, I'll put my shoes around it, and that causes a little bit less wind. Bearing in mind, the 100 gas canister lasted me about a week, because we was eating on the go, and we was finding places to eat all the time, pubs, restaurants, eat on the go. Saves you taking a massive gas canister, and you know, you never know. You may be able to fill up on the way as well. I took a few freeze-dried meals with me, and I always take the Adventure Foods. One, obviously they're cheap, and that tastes awesome. And Decathlon also has some as well, which is the 4-class food. As part of my sleep system, and I always like to think about how cold I may get, I'll take the Rab Mummy, which is tiny enough, smaller than your pillow. So if you've got the FlexTail pillow, you can just see how small these things are. Extra bit of warmth, extra bit of comfort. Obviously my best sleeping bag, like as the Ice Flames quilt, is just brilliant. Do you know, I wouldn't be without it. I take this on every hike now, unless it's winter. Definitely a brilliant find. If I need to keep my kit dry, obviously I just put a bag inside. I don't do any of this separate bag stuff. I have one bag inside. If I have to have wet stuff in a bag, then I use this. So I've got these bags from IKEA. They're only about £1.50, and they're brilliant for putting clothing in, and you can even fit that sleeping bag in that. So get yourself down to IKEA and whip one of these. These are brilliant things. Yeah, you'd be surprised what you can use them for too. Other stuff that I take on a through hike would be obviously a power bank, always waterproofed. A toilet roll, always waterproofed, just to go with the shovel. And like I said before, if I'm taking one bag to waterproof all my kit on the inside, then I may take a complete rucksack cover or Bergen cover just to keep it even more dry. These weigh nothing, so why not? So I've got a screaming shout about this, because this has been a real big game changer for me. You know, if you haven't got one of these yet, and you're a little bit of a multi-day hiker and you've got one of these tents, you need to get one of these. The 3F UL Tyvek Bivvy Bag. This changed it for me. This thing's freaking brilliant, and I wish I brought a mozzie net, because they're really bugging me. There's a little stream over there, and it's... Anyway, this, like I said, is the 3F UL Bivvy Bag, and it's absolutely awesome. I think it's roughly 200 grams. Don't quote me on it, but I will stick it up there in the corner. And yeah, it's changed me. So before, every time I got up, I was doing this, I'd be using my little sponge, literally sponge. It says it there, get them from B&M, dry down your tent because you will get the condensation. But these sponges are absolutely superb. They're spot on and they're lightweight. Once you've dried it out, I didn't realise that had water in it. These are just brilliant. But yeah, then I got that. Don't get me wrong, I'm still going to dry my tent out with my sponge, but this will save my sleeping bag from getting wet, causing damage. This to me is a godsend. Now I'll show you how it fits on. Nice little bag, whip it out, stretch it out, head at that end, and all I'm going to do is unfold it, unzip it, and stick the bag in it. And that's it, simple as that. This will create possibly another degree of warmth. Your body heat hitting that will make it a lot warmer. It's breathable material too, but it's going to save your sleeping bag from getting soaked. I reckon you can get any size sleeping bag into this. The only thing it will not work with is the Sierra Designs, where the Sierra Designs one has a slip on the back to go over your air mat. You could try and get the whole thing inside, including the air mat, but I don't know if I would try it. I'm looking to get a Sierra Designs sleeping bag just to see how good they are. But yeah, like I said, that's been a game changer for me. So with the 3UFL Bivvy, keeping my sleeping bag dry and possibly adding maybe, you know, a tiny little bit more heat to it and adding the Rab Mummy to it, you're going to be quite toasty, to be honest. And like I said, this is a summer setup, so multi-day summer setup hike. And then just your flex towel for a bit more comfort, you're going to have quite a good night. Like I said, I've gone off the Airmats just to try this out for a while, so I will try and take this on a couple of summer hikes that we're doing this year, and there will be multi-days, so I'm looking forward to that. And I think we're going roughly about May. Bloody. But yeah, like I said, super little video, just basically about this wicked bivvy. I really love it and I think it's awesome. Right, so that's my quick video on my summertime upgraded hiking kit. I know, you're going to want me to get in it to prove a point, aren't you? Right, this is the 3FUL Tyvek Bivvy. Bit drier from the nightmare that is happening outside. Obviously inside the Rab one, and I've got my Ice Flames quilt. Oh, thumbs up, man. I can feel the heat. What the hell? That's quite warm. What the hell, man? That is quite warm. Oh. Yeah, so you can imagine what it's like with the Rab Silk Ascent Mummy. I mean, I'm quite cosy now. I could actually whip the pillow down and just chill out. Oh. I think I might just stay out here. I'm actually comfortable, really comfortable. Summertime setup, let's go. Right, that's me done now. I better pack up. Got to get home, got to make dinner. I'm making the dinner, she's making the dinner. I've had to get out fast again. Because obviously what you just heard was the boys are out again. And I know damn well they'll be coming over here. Killing the old pheasants, aren't they? Not forgetting the FLEXTAIL pillow. It ain't bad. You ain't got a 3FUL tent, then you need to get one, man, because I think they're absolutely brilliant. So everything I've just showed you, including mats, there is a couple of things I didn't show you, which is obviously the water filters and stuff like that. I use them all. Every time I go on a hike, on a through hike, a stampede across the country, I'll use this kit. Now, for the simple fact is, it's lightweight. You can go as low as you like, you can go as lightweight as you like. You don't have to take gas, you can take bioethanol. It's all lightweight equipment, especially that out kit mat. Now, it does come full length as well. Don't have to buy it for any other links that I've put on. Go and get it yourself, go and do your research. Always do your research. Before you go off and do something, do your research. Buy it, try it out, send it back. Usual stuff. No one's asking you to keep it, just try it out. I'm out of here because these midges are driving me mad. Right, see you in a bit. Right, just a quick one from the sponsor, Squarespace, or No Space. I don't own any land, so. Right, so I've got my 3FUL Now, I haven't got any sponsors, definitely don't get paid by anybody to do anything, or don't get paid by anybody to give anything away. So I'm not affiliated with 3FUL at all. I just got in touch with 3FUL on Instagram and they just said, yeah, well, we'll send you a 25% code. So as I've said before, it's a 25% code that can be used one time. I'm not sponsored, no one sends me kit, all opinions are my own. You can make your own opinion of what you think. It's a case of you can either trust my point of view or do what you like, go out and buy your own kit. I will always say, go out, do your homework, you know, do your research into stuff.